Well, it was actually kind of brought about by reading a book written in 1883 by Max Nordau called The Conventional Lies of Our Civilization. And I saw events that he chronicled that were going on in Europe at that time, and I saw a similar evolution of those events here in the United States. And anyway, it just inspired me to write on several subjects, and a lot of it had to do with the economics and the politics of both Europe and in the late 19th century in the United States in the late 20th century. And I went on to describe it. I also took material from a book written by Mr. Lenin during the Russian Revolution at that time, and kind of made a little bit of a comparison to what's going on. They will be expecting a very complete study of American history of the 20th century, and I cover multiple topics. You know, the culture, I cover education, I cover medicine, I cover a lot of scientific articles. Actually, the origins of this book was my very first chapter was on the lies of climate change, and I did a lot of physics research while I was in college, and I started reading some of the research articles written by some of the climate scientists of today, and I thought, no, that's not true. And anyway, I went ahead and did some more research, and I found out that there's a whole lot of myths being told to support the man-caused climate science, man-caused climate change. This book is actually becoming more relevant with time. When I wrote it, I was in a bit of a hurry to get it written because I thought that the material would be dated, but it's becoming more relevant as opposed to being dated. I would like to be remembered as a truthful author, and one that based what they wrote on facts as opposed to opinion. So I did a lot of research with this book, and before I wrote it, I proposed counter arguments to myself to try to validate my arguments. And there were some arguments that I did not include in that book because they were wrong. And but what was written in that book is very factually correct. Authorspress is going to be publishing this book here, and you can buy it at Authorspress. And I really want you to read it because it's a good book, and it's very meaningful to today and to where this country is going. One of the last questions I posed in this book is, do we want to maintain our constitutional republic as one body, or do we want to separate our country up into smaller bodies only held together by a minimal federal government in Washington, D.C., because we have so much division right now in our nation, and we're going to have to make some hard decisions rather soon. You can buy this book on Amazon. It's already available, so go there. And it's had good reviews too.